is Mandy from Mandy's Jean Chic, and I've made some big changes. Oh, it's hot in here. So, big changes. I seriously cleaned out my makeup. Like, great makeup clean out 2016. I was tired of having so much makeup. I was tired of having products that I didn't like. I was tired of having products that I didn't use that I liked. So I went through my makeup like a month ago, 2 months ago, and shipped a medium-size priority mail envelope or box to my mom and my grandma, my aunt, my cousin, and all my family back in Michigan of makeup that I don't like, I'm not using anymore. I had, for those of you who remember my makeup collection video, I had 2 white sets of drawers over here that were full of makeup. And it was to the point where I wasn't wearing makeup because I got sick and tired of looking at the makeup. And I just felt like I got wrapped up in the whole like consumerism of it. I love makeup. I love watching beauty videos. I love watching beauty tutorials. I love doing my makeup. I love doing my friends' makeup. I did not need that much makeup. So I went through and did a mass cleaning. Now, I got everything, almost everything, to fit into one drawer on my vanity, which I'm like super proud of. I plan on doing an updated makeup tutorial or makeup collection video, but what I want to do is I want to re-go through everything again and really think about what I'm keeping. And possibly maybe even get rid of some more stuff. Because again, as I was cleaning, like I found more stuff that I didn't clean out the first time. So I'm going to create like a, let's see, it's July, so July, August, October, November, December, 5 months. I'm going to pick like maybe some products, I don't know how many, of products that I want to use up by the end of the year. And just get them out. Because I do have some products that are a little old that probably some of the stuff I may even just throw away because it's getting older. But I definitely have some products that I want to use up by the end of the year, and they're going to go in like a little separate bin so I remember to actually use them more. So I picked out my concealers, my foundations, and my powders, and my primers that I have left after the great makeup clean out of 2016. So I thought we would go through them again, and maybe I can get rid of a few more things, but I also want to explain why I kept them, because if they made the cut, I must like them, and I would like to tell you about them. So let's start with primers. The first primer I have is this one by YSL. This was sent to me by Influencer. It is the Touche Eclat, I don't speak French, Blur Perfector, and it looks like this. It's gonna be beautiful packaging. You know, giant mirror on it. Giant mirror on it. The product itself is like a pink base, but it is like a silicone based primer, and it's supposed to blur imperfections, and it comes in this like black velvet pouch, and then it has this little sponge with it. I like this stuff, but there's no way in Hello Operator I would pay, I think this is like $70 maybe, $50 or $70 for this primer, when I'm not a huge fan of the blurring primers anyways. If I'm going to get a blurring primer or a pore filling primer, I'm going to get the Dr. Jart or Dr. Brandt. I like that. Am I happy I got it? Yeah. Do I like it? Yeah. The price is the one thing that I'm like, ooh buddy. But I also think that I don't know how long this will last, because I tend to go through silicone products like this pretty quick. I don't know how much product is even, it's 0.33 ounces. So it's not even, it's not a whole lot of product in here, I don't think. But I'm not going to put this on my use up, because I don't think I'd be able to use it up by the end of the year. One primer that I love, and I'm going to buy this thing is like almost gone, is the Dr. Brandt Pores No More. This is a nice primer. It has like a tea tree oil smell to it, but I thought it did a very good job. It says for oily combination skin, which I'm actually dry, but it instantly mattifies pores, porifying primer. Apply under or over makeup throughout the day as needed. I've never applied it over makeup, I've only applied it under makeup, and I really liked it. So I want to put this to get used up by the end of the year. Maybelline Master Prime by Face Studio. This is a green primer, and it says that it blurs tone imperfections and smooths fine lines. Primes skin to control the look of redness over even skin tone. For an even skin tone. Lightweight, non-oily, does not clog pores. Wear alone or under makeup to refine wear. I haven't really used this enough to decide if I like it or not. The one thing I'll say is that it doesn't look green. That it looks kind of white. It has maybe like a green cast to it. So I'm going to try it, see how I like it, and then go from there. But I am just going to put it back in my collection. Well, no, you know what? I'm going to put this in my makeup use up just to try, to remind me to try it, because I think that may be good for the summer. The other one that I have that I'm going to lay off for a little bit is the Touche Eclat Blur Primer. This is in a little tube that has the little gold specks in it. This is expensive, again, but I may consider buying this because I did really like it. It does have a silicone feel to it. You get quite a bit of product, I think. This isn't the full size, this is just a sample. It really helped smooth my skin. It gave me like a little bit of a glow. I think it would be really pretty in the summer, but I think I'm going to lay off of it for now because I have other primers that I want to use up. My NYX Pore Filler. Gosh, this thing has got to be getting close to done also. I like this a lot. I think it's very comparable to the Dr. Brandt, just without the smell. I don't think it lasts as long, but it is a very good base. It's a very good primer. I'm going to put this in my use up. Okay, I have 3 more primers. The next primer I have is Makeup Forever HD Primer. I haven't even used this yet, haven't touched it. It came in an Ipsy bag or a Sephora box or something that I got. I don't know anything about it. So that's going to go just back because I'm not going to use that up by the end of the year. Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, oil free. I haven't even touched this yet. So this is going to go back. I kept that because I wanted to try it out. This is the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. Fills fine lines, reduces appearance of enlarged pores. I don't know why I haven't tried this or haven't really used it. Oh, I remember now. That smell. Okay, this is gonna go away. I do not like that smell. Does this go bad? It has like a very, very, very strong like tea tree smell. Like perfume smell. So that's gonna go. Ooh, oh, I have one more primer. I have this Mirabella Prime. This is the mattifying one. I've had this for a very, very, very long time. And it is a silicone primer. Okay, this one's gonna go in the trash because it looks, yeah, it broke open. So we're just gonna throw this one away. So trash it. It was a decent primer, it's mattifying, but I've had this for a very long time. So I'm really not sad to see that go. And I'm not gonna pass that on because, like I said, it did break open. So as far as eyelid primers go, I have all of my MAC, like ochre and things like that. I have all of those left, all my MAC bases. Those aren't going anywhere. But I have the Balms Put a Lid on It, which is my holy grail eyelid primer that I could not live without. So that's staying, and that's actually going to go in the, not the use up box, but it's going to go in my everyday makeup box. The next one I have is one that I want to try. It's an eye primer by Mica Beauty, and it is like the skin tone balm. I've never tried it, and I got it some time ago. And it kind of reminded me of like a MAC paint pot, so I do want to try that. So So I did keep that one. But I got rid of all my other primers. Oh, you know what? I have one more. This is the Benefit That Gal Brightening Face Primer. I'm going to get this used up. I didn't really use it much. I'll probably use this more in the fall than I did in the summer because I don't need a glow. But in the fall, I need a glow because my skin's so dry. So I'm going to put that in the use up. I think I'm like the only person on the planet that I'm like, when it comes to concealers, I'm like, meh. One I want to get used up is the Benefit Fake Up. I've had this for some time. There's not all that much left on it. So I just need to get it used up. This is in the color Light. I like this primer. I do feel like it's very dewy though sometimes under the eyes. I think it does a good job. The coverage is mediocre. But I like how hydrating it is under my eyes. And as someone who is 33, I appreciate that. So that's going to go in my use up. My MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, this is an NW20. I actually need to get this one shade lighter because I think NW20 is like my makeup shade right now, maybe. So I'm just going to put this back for right now because I have another MAC one that I want to get used up. So I did keep that. The matte, this one is like my holy grail concealer. This one is like my bestie. Now, the other concealer I want to try to get used up is the Maybelline Master Conceal in the color Light. I like this concealer. I don't love it. I'm just trying to basically get it used up. For a drugstore concealer, it's nice, but I'll fork over the money for the MAC one because I just think it gives me a little bit more coverage. This does not get cakey though. I mean, it's not a bad concealer. It says it's full coverage, which I believe that. It's fuller coverage. Undetectable finish. I think it does a decent job from the drugstore, but I just like my MAC better, so I'd like to get this used up. And if some of this stuff, if it's not used up by the end of the year, like that concealer, I've had it long enough where I don't really want to keep it anymore. So the other thing I have, the other concealer that I have that I think needs to be cleaned off now is my MAC Mineralized Concealer in NW20. I've had this concealer forever, and I hate the packaging. I won't buy this concealer again because I like the concealer, but I hate this packaging. It sticks every time, and it's like hard to open. I can't even get it open right now. And I don't have too much left. I mean, it's a nice concealer, but, and also the color never really like, this is the interesting thing. This is the Mineralized NW20 and this is the Studio Fix NW20. There's a difference. So I want to get this concealer used up. If it's not used up by the end of the year, it's going back to MAC. The other thing I have that I'm keeping, and I love this concealer palette, is my Makeup Revolution. And it is the Light Ultra Cover Concealer Palette. It has a giant mirror for one. And then it has some beautiful concealer colors that are super creamy. They blend like a dream. I love this palette. Honestly, if I only had this in my Studio Fix, I would be fine. But I love this. Such a good price too for what you're getting. It's amazing. This is one that I'm going to try and see if I like. This is the Boo Boo Cover Up in, I'm assuming like color Light or Fair, because that's my color. But I got this in like an Ipsy bag and I've never tried it. So I would like to try it. This is supposed to be like a very, very heavy duty concealer. Like it can cover tattoos heavy concealer. Maybe a little warm for me. So I'm going to try it. If it's not my color, I'll pass it on. I have two of these Your Illuminizing Moisture tints. I've had these forever. One's a matte, one's luminizing. They are in the color Pearl and Linen. I'm going to get these used up by the end of the year. I don't know anything about them. I've never tried them. I have two Yabby foundations in the color Buff. I have a suspicion this may be too yellow. Let's try and see. Ooh. I'm going to try it. And then if I don't like it, I'm going to say peace out to it. Okay, I have one more like BB cream primer It's in here, and this is the Pacifica All Light, All-in-One, Mineralized BB Cream. Ooh. Ooh, 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 you are not my color, I don't think. You are dark. Oh, you're too dark, so you're gonna go. And you smell. You smell. I don't like that smell. But the actual foundations that I've kept 4 if you count my powder. Foundations that I mean are not samples. I've kept my BB by Pond's. This is like one of my holy grail foundations, and it pains me that they've discontinued it. I do have to mix medium and light though to get my color, but hands down one of my favorite foundations. That's gonna go back in the stash because I have enough foundations to use right now. My Clinique Even Better. I'm in the color Cream Chamois, I think. I've bought this foundation many times. I like it. I don't dislike it. It's a nice foundation. It's a nice match for me. It has great coverage. It's a little pink on me right now though. But it has great coverage. I have no complaints with it. I'm just going to put it back in my collection because I don't need it right now. The last liquid foundation I have is one that I buy almost like on a monthly basis, but I'm not going to be buying it anymore until I get through some of this stuff. And this is my MAC Face and Body. I'm in the color N1. This is my holy grail favorite foundation ever. It's buildable. It's light. It has a nice finish to it. It can be matted with powder. It can be left dewy. You can use this on your legs. Love this. That's actually going to go back in my... I actually keep that above my vanity because I use it like that much. Now, the only powder foundation I kept, or setting powder, powder foundation I kept, is one that I'm trying to get used up so I can get another one, is my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Medium Plus. I have had this foundation forever. This is probably one of my first MAC purchases ever. If this is not used up by the end of the year, it's going to have to go back to MAC because I've had it for way too long. I'm in the color Medium Plus. It gives you coverage. I'm wearing that as my coverage today. I'm not even wearing like an actual foundation. It just gives you coverage. It doesn't get cakey. I love this foundation. Now, the 2 setting powders that I kept, one of them is going to shock you if you are an old school Mandy Jean Chic person. First one is my NARS Translucent Crystal Setting Powder. Oh yes, I cannot live without this. Last one is this Clinique Setting Powder in the color Transparency. I have complained about this powder for what seems like years. But I've bought it now twice because while I do not like these loose foundations, I have learned to love this foundation when it comes to powder. It gives you such a smooth finish. It's like the perfect color for me. I don't like the packaging. I just don't. But I'm getting over it. So I'm going to keep this, but this is going in my back in my collection. Okay, and I have 3 under eye setting powders that I have here. One I'm going to probably get rid of. The first one I have is the Tarte Smooth Operator. I love this. Such a great under eye setting powder. It's a very smooth powder. It reminds me of the NARS Crystal. It brightens the under eye. It sets the under eye. I don't get creasing with it. I really, really, really like it. The other one I have that is very comparable, except for it has glitter, is the High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder by e.l.f. And I'm probably going to pass this on to my family because it definitely leaves a whiter cast on the skin. And I don't find that it is very forgiving in photos. So I have my Tarte. I love my Tarte. I don't need this one. So I'm going to pass this along to my Mima. The other one I have that I'm going to keep is the Mineralized Eye Powder in the color Buff, and this is also by e.l.f. I like this one for the color. It is a nice skin tone under eye setting powder, but also it's definitely a brightener. and it doesn't get cakey. It's really good for the price. So I'm going to keep that. That's everything I have when it comes to concealers, powders, foundations. That's all I kept. That's it. So I'm very, very, very proud of myself. I'm excited for this new kind of journey that I'm on. I'm not going to say I'm not going on a no-buy, because we know that'll never happen. But what I'm saying is, I'm still going to review makeup for you guys. I'm still going to do like fun tutorials and things like that, like I want to get back into. But I'm not going to buy makeup for the sake of buying makeup. If I want to buy something to do a review for you guys, I will. And then if I don't like it, I'll pass it along. But the makeup that I keep, that I store, that takes up space in my house, that essentially costs me money every month by keeping, is going to be items that I love and that I want to keep and that I would rebuy, because they're like my holy grail stuff. No more keeping powders for like 2 and 3 years just for the sake of keeping a powder for 2 and 3 years. So I would love to hear what you guys think about having large makeup collections and what it means to you to have a larger makeup collection. Because, you know, when I was thinking about when I had my larger collection, I was like, I have so many options, I have so many colors, I can do whatever I want. But I found myself not doing anything with them. They just were sitting there. And it was like, what a waste of money, in my opinion. But that's me. That's me being... That's me thinking that it's a waste for me to have that stuff if I'm not using it. So I want to make sure that I just keep things that I really love. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, give this video a like. Please subscribe, because I plan on doing a whole lot more fashion and beauty videos upcoming. It's greatly appreciated, and I hope you have an awesome day. Bye-bye.